Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Pregame Show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account to get amazing odds boosts every single day. Avs taking on the LA Kings tonight. Eric Johnson, questionable game time decision because he got hit in the hand with a puck.
Is that the most Avs shit?
It is the most Avs shit. Other than that, everything else should be the same in the lineup. I don't know. Realistically, can you expect this to be a bounce-back game for Colorado coming back home?
Sure.
Yeah, even let's actually start it here. LA, legit team this year or fringe playoff team?
Fringe
at
playoff
best?
team.
Fringe playoff team, especially with the goaltending. It's got to come down to a different level here.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
Yep.
We will get into that in a second.
How many times do you think the Avs have lost to LA in the last 2 years?
In the last 2 years?
Yeah. So last year and then the year that they played them 8 times.
Didn't they go like 7-1 against them or something?
I was going to say one
stupid
time
that year. They probably lost to him once last year too, so I'll say 2.
Your guess?
1.
Yep. Just the one? Yep. Damn.
They won all 3 games last year and outscored them 16-4.
Yep. I just wasn't sure about the year before that. That just turns into haze.
Yeah. Well, so the one that they lost was I think the 4th game of the season.
When they were not doing good things.
Yeah, when they weren't playing very well, and then they won the last 6 against them. And then last year they won 3-0, 4-1, 9-3.
Wow.
Yeah, and the 3-0 game was the super deceiving one. That was the Kiefer Sherwood turnaround goal game.
Oh, God, yeah, okay.
Where the Avs got absolutely dominated in pace of play all night.
Didn't matter, yeah.
And they won 3-0.
They got
where you
outshot
were just
like 40-25 or something that night, yeah.
Yep. That's the one.
Well, hopefully this game looks a little bit better than that. You'd like to see the Avs get back to...
Yeah, you want more of that 9-3.
Yeah. Put some pucks in the net. I know they scored 3 against Arizona the other night, but...
Yeah.
You would really like to see, particularly anyone from not the top 6, put a puck in the net.
You really want to see the top 6 also put a puck in the net.
But that's a given. That one's a given. It's been like 2 weeks since someone in your bottom 6 has scored a goal.
Well, when we were talking, Logan O'Connor has 5 goals this year. 4 of them came
in like the first
Columbus,
month.
and then the first game against Nashville back from the Finland trip.
Yep.
He had 4 goals. 4 of his 5 goals came in those 3 games.
2 months since then.
He has, I believe, like 2 assists since then. And for a guy that is playing 15 minutes a night-ish, that you can't have that. Andrew Cogliano, same. Like, you need just something because you are getting like just barely above nothing out of them.
Yeah.
Which is like, look, when healthy, they're your 4th line. And they're
playing well above that, yeah.
You don't super care that you're not looking at Logan O'Connor going, hey, bud, we need you to pot one here. But this lineup
needs him to pot one.
it needs Evan Rodriguez. It really needs Alex Newhook to finish a chance.
Yeah.
It really needs Ben Myers to finish something.
Yep.
But it also does something from Cogliano and LOC.
Yep. Well, and just finish those chances. Last game, Cogliano had an open net to shoot at and shot it into, I believe, the boards. I don't even think it was a shot on net. So,
yeah.
One, and both Myers and Newhook had literal walk-in on the netminder opportunities to score and did not do it.
yeah.
So
Got to find a way to put him in the net at a certain point.
Well, and that's where you look. You don't have a 4th line.
Yep.
They are not operating with a real 4th line. They are essentially operating as a 3-line hockey team right now. They could really use Cale Makar, Devon Taves, Sam Girard chipping in with a little bit of offense. Eric Johnson would be great. We don't know if he's going to play, but that would be great. And really, like, Sam Girard has points in 2 straight games. Not saying he's played well because obviously that has not been the case. Yep. But you need to see that production from him. Needs to start happening
there. Yeah,
it needs to start happening.
EJ officially in, by the way. He will.
Good. I assumed he probably was going to play, but yeah. it's hard to assume much with how this year has gone.
Since we're talking about this, Avs will get Georgiev with the start, but Pavel Francouz even has a nagging injury, so Jonas Johansson backing up once again.
Big stretch for Georgiev because when you have Frankie, there is always sort of like that.
The cushion is gone
there.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Jonas Johansson, you're not feeling the same way.
No.
Is what it is. AJ, I'm sure you want to rant and rave about how Phoenix Copley is something.
I mean, he's saved LA from catastrophe.
Yep.
He's 7-1 this year with a .912 save percentage. A goals against average just a little over 2. I think it's like 2.3. Really, like, Copley's been their savior because Calvin Peterson, who's making $5 million,
has not
in
been
the
it
AHL.
this year. Yeah.
Got put on waivers, and teams were like,
I'm good, Doug.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm all right.
It's a yikes.
Yeah, and Jonathan Quick, who Jonathan Quick was all right last year, and then was great in the playoffs. Looks washed. Like, I know it's everybody's favorite internet joke to be like, insert player here is washed, but he looks washed. And Phoenix Copley, as a 30-year-old journeyman third string guy who's never gotten consistent burn in the NHL, is bailing the Kings out.
I mean, he's only played a few games, like, in the NHL. He's played for the Blues a few times, I believe, and
he had 2 games with the Blues.
Washington.
Yeah.
He had 1 year he played
like 2
26, 20 some odd games for the Caps.
Yep.
And then he has only appeared sparingly since until this season.
Had been a third stringer mostly
Yeah.
for his career so far. Yeah.
It's crazy, though, like, with goalies, because they can, like, come out of nowhere. There is, 31-year-old rookies that come out and play well.
Yeah, and everybody remembers, like, Jordan Binnington was a third string goaltender who was so not on St. Louis's own radar as a prospect.
He was really a fourth stringer for a while.
Yeah, he was loaned to a different AHL team because Ville Husso was their guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how all that has played out now that Ville Husso eventually got to the NHL, outplayed Binnington when they were there together,
and is now
and
somewhere
then
else.
still lost that job somehow.
Well, good for him. I mean, like, obviously this can turn into something where he could get, a few-year contract here with a few $1 million behind him if he keeps playing like this.
Well, and goaltender is the one position where you're looking at a guy that's 30 years old where you're like, you never know.
He's not that old. Yeah.
No, I mean, he's still got serviceable years in front of him. So.
Well, Darcy Kemper started to really figure it out around that age. Pavel Francouz didn't even come to North America until he was 29.
Yeah, 29. It's
It's
not uncommon to see goalies play into their late 30s, even 40s sometimes. But
a 30-year-old goaltender, like, it's just you feel differently about a 30-year-old goaltender than you do a 30-year-old skater.
For sure.
Where the skater, you start feeling like,
how many good years left are there?
This guy could start to decline here. And with a goalie, you're like, this guy could keep rocking and rolling.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't watched him play in a long time. I watched him in college. Different goalie. Kind of, it's not cool, calm, and collected back there, but he makes saves.
Well, he's a lot like Kemper in that he's big but active.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a lot of super sound positioning, square to the shooter and all that. It's a lot of really frenetic energy that he just doesn't seem comfortable being like the goalie who, like, I'm going to take 2 steps to my left and then I'm going to stand here.
Yeah.
I'm going to maximize my frame. And while he's like, I'm going to take 2 steps to my left and then I'm going to spin around and I'm going to, it's very frenetic. And for such a big guy, you're like, just calm the fuck down, man. Take up space. What are you doing?
So the style's still the same from Michigan Tech era. All right, cool.
Which is why I think he's been where he's been in his career, is he never quite got that down.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes, but that has been in one of the interesting stories with the LA Kings this year, is that they've really had to outscore their problems. Yep. And that's not a thing that you think of when you think with LA.
That's not traditional LA at all. Yeah.
But a lot of like good forwards, a lot of good skaters. It's too bad Megan got sick and couldn't be here to talk up Trevor Moore. Because that she's a big fan.
Oh yeah.
But also, I mean, you've got Andrzej Kopitar and Phil Deneau as your guys down the middle. They're just hard to play against. Those guys are hard to score against.
Phil Deneau's been playing well, too, lately.
I don't understand how Anze Kopitar keeps doing it, man.
Just doesn't age, right?
Yeah, he's immortal.
It's that tinted visor.
That's that what it is?
Yeah, it's keeping all those bad rays out of his eyes.
Got the robot parts plugged into his brain at that point.
That'd be awesome.
He was half cyborg.
Like RoboCop?
Yeah.
Like Robo Center?
When are the NHL going to have heads-up displays in the half shields?
Maybe that's what Copley has.
Yeah,
That's
he's
his
already
secret.
got one.
That's why he's so good defensively.
Just a puck tracker.
He's getting like, this guy's got a 60% chance to make this play. And this is what the expected goals is if this guy shoots from here. And he's like, I got to go get that guy.
Little crash detector letting you know if there's a guy coming from you at your side.
Totally. Does he have an ABS in there too?
Kopitar, great defensive forward, but not an actual defenseman.
No. The reason I want to talk about defense tonight is because Colorado's has kind of sucked.
It's got to be. Certainly their second pairing has to be better.
And like, I say it's kind of sucked, but really, like, before the break, they were playing so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. It's really just get back to that.
Yep.
You know, Eric Johnson, you'd love to see some kind of offense out of him. Sam Girard, just stop, dude. It is baffling to me, the slide that we've seen and how he has played the game, where it just looks like it's like all like it looks like his normal bad game, but you're seeing it 4 out of 5 nights.
It's frustrating because even in his bad games, he'll come down and have a shift where he looks like Sam Girard.
Yeah, and he'll create something, and he'll have a really good breakout. He'll skate a puck through the neutral. And through the neutral zone, he'll get into the zone and he'll create a chance, something, and then
I'll have 3 shifts of just nothing, nothing good happening.
Frustrating, man. It's frustrating because, like with Eric Johnson, you're just like, look, you came into the year,
expectations were low.
You shouldn't be on your second pairing anymore.
Definitely not.
And your third pairing, you really can't be mad the fact that you've survived with a third pairing the way that they
England
have
and Hunt, yeah.
With Andreas England and Brad Hunt, you're just like,
I mean, they've looked better at times than the second pairing has.
They have. Now,
true.
There's quality of competition conversation there.
But I think that's like,
But yeah.
the other part that you're seeing is EJ shouldn't be on that second line. What you're saying, like he should be against those third line pairings.
Yep.
And it's above their head.
Yep.
Sam Girard is struggling too. I think
the
that
thing
Bo
that we
Byram
have-
Sam Girard play worked well. Even Manson worked.
Yeah, and what we've seen about Sam Girard is that he was a guy that we found out, like, when the going got tough, that he could not elevate an anchor of a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could not, a couple years ago, it was Patrick Nemeth in that postseason fiasco. It was, at times it was Ryan Graves.
And you just see the difference, like when he gets a Josh Manson, a reliable partner.
And when he had Jack Johnson last year, you looked at, everybody was like, wow, Sam Girard's having a terrible year. And then you go and you look at
Jack
all
Johnson
of...
is making every single player worse.
and you look at Jack Johnson and the effect that he had on every player. He made every single pairing worse, except I think it was McCarr, where McCarr was just like, he was so good that it just didn't matter that much. But Girard was the guy who spent the most time with him. And when you looked at Girard's production and his play away from Johnson, it was much better.
Yeah.
But when that guy's your most common partner, like that's you're kind of who your results say you are at times. Yeah. And this year, we were excited for Girard and Manson because they did look so good in the postseason together. Well, now Josh Manson's been hurt, and Josh Manson had his own issues to start this year, where he was kind of a mixture.
Up and down for sure. Yeah.
He was a mixture of the Colorado Josh Manson and the Anaheim Josh Manson. But also, if you want to know where the hottie is, I'm fucking right here, dog. I don't understand. I know I'm wearing all black, but you can see my leg, and I am straight up pale.
Look at that.
So.
Dressed to impress.
Yeah, I'm right here, dog. I don't understand. Yeah.
Oh.
They can't even see. It's
Might be George time.
Can we need a super chat just as reward for that?
for showing a little ankle.
Yeah, no,
Get you that Admiral's dress up there. That's hot.
Nice. That broke my brain. No, with Girard, he kind of needs that a more supportive infrastructure around him. He can't like carry that pairing, and that's kind of just where we've seen, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah, would you say Girard's the little spoon in the defensive pair?
I don't. If there's one thing that I'm over talking about, it's Sam Girard's size, because it's not making any difference in how he's playing the game.
Well, it's not the size, but he's the little spoon.
And
the emotional
I
little
get it.
spoon.
I'm not pairing right now. I think EJ's a fork. So
that's the issue.
Yeah.
Sam Girard might be a spork, because it doesn't seem that he's comfortable with his identity. He's caught between two definitives here.
Perfect.
Anyway, it is a tough spot right now for Colorado, because if it were me, I'm saying you break up EJ and Sam immediately, but you just don't have options right now.
And then what are your options? Because Taves and Makar have been what you want them to
be.
Yeah.
You're not dropping that apart. Yeah.
But what the second line's been so bad, why not try something with England?
Well, and this
Girard.
is where I think you might just be stuck, because you're looking at two guys who have long track records of playing much better in the NHL, and as a freaking pairing have played better, and you're just saying, do that.
And you're not, there's no universe where you're moving Brad Hunt up in the lineup. The defense just isn't going to be there.
Well, and like if you put England and EJ together,
you can't.
I think you'd be fine enough in limited minutes, but then you are wondering, what's your distribution? And then the only way that you survive something like that would be to double shift Taves and Makar elsewhere to help guys out. And then you're just giving them more responsibility. Yeah, you'd rather just put them out there together for 28 minutes a night instead of have them play 22 minutes a night and each of them fuck around with 6 minutes on a different pairing.
Thank you for the super chats, Arm Oysters and Vaguely Sober.
Love you guys.
My ankles are worth less than $5, huh? All right.
Look, you got $3.99.
really raking in the big bucks.
Yeah. Look, that was $3 we didn't have 10 minutes ago.
All right, Blais, make us some more money than $3 here.
All right, let's go. Let's see what I have. All right, over 6 goals. How are we feeling about this?
Score your way out of it. It's got to happen sooner or later.
I mean, I don't have any confidence in Colorado's offense, so if it's over 6 goals, Georgiev had another bad night. This does not bode well for your next bet.
Georgiev with over 26.5 shots, minus 125.
You forgot a number on that Mikko one. Yeah. It's 3.5.
Mikko, it's over 3.5 shots on goal at minus 135. That's free money.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You're slowly seeing that minus start ticking down.
It used to be like minus 105. Now it's down there, but you're still making cash.
There you go.
I mean, on the Georgiev, I just feel like, I didn't know if EJ was going to be even playing tonight, so I just felt like there's going to be a lack of defense.
Yeah.
They were going to do some mix-ups. We didn't know what was happening. Obviously, he's playing now, which is good.
Well, and he has a hand injury. I mean, let's be honest. EJ's played like he's had 2 broken hands for the last few weeks.
Not wrong.
So it doesn't matter.
So what changes? Well, he's not giving you the kind of offense anyway, so you're just like, all right, just launch pucks up and out of the zone. I don't care if you ice them.
Yeah.
As long
Do your
as
thing, man.
Don't pull the Patrick Nemeth, all right? That's all we ask. The 190-foot delay of game penalty.
Still the greatest example of why that penalty is fucking stupid.
9-0 Canada now?
Yeah.
Jeez, poor Austria.
Again, they shouldn't be there right now. I mean, that's just relegation's been on pause for a few years.
Well, and they just don't have the generations.
They just don't have the personnel to do it.
Whether you want to make money with Blais or bet on the World Juniors, be sure to do it at DraftKings. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account. You get odds boost. Bet $5 on any NHL team to win their next game. You get $150 in free bets. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See the show notes below for details. Of course, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
All right, what are their picks so we can...
Bedard got another
Avs
goal
win
tonight.
in total under
good.
6.5. All right, so I'm going with
Blais' over is hitting for sure.
Yes!
Yep. And, Keith picked the Avs at -1.5. All
so
right,
it's going to be a 4-3 game.
Yeah, great.
Confirmed. All right, we're going to get out of this pregame show for you. We do have a watch-along coming in just a few minutes here, so if you want to tune in, watch the game with us, stay right here on this YouTube channel. And, of course, we'll have the post-game afterward no matter what, so be sure to tune into that. We appreciate all of y'all, and we will talk to you in just a little bit.